Hello everybody and welcome to a new series on my channel I like to call World Wednesdays. Every Wednesday for the next couple of weeks I'm going to be doing a bunch of episodes where I showcase all the different worlds I've played through over the years. This is actually the first world I ever recorded on my channel. And it looks like all of my stuff is still here for the most part. I wonder what I actually had, now that I think about it. Let me just take a look around while I talk to you guys about this series. So this series here I'm going to be doing, I will go through all of the different worlds I've played through over the years, starting with the first world I ever played on. Obviously this is the first world I ever recorded on, so a good start for an episode. Now, I should have like a chest full of stuff here. Ah, here they are. Looks like I had a modest amount of stuff, redstone, a decent amount of diamonds, not too much. This world I actually only played on for a small amount of time. And I did only build one thing on this world, so we'll continue this at the only thing I actually did build. So here we are, coming up to the village. So this is where I spent most of my time on this world. It was my first outpost, really. I intended to kind of build a little village here, a little town, and then eventually as Minecraft updated, I would go over and start my base. The same as what I do on the Cloud, the Control Elite. I started with just a simple mine. I would go and mine a bunch of the different resources, and then once I had a modest amount of stuff, I almost forgot to take the lead off. Let's get that. Now, these horses... Oh, he's a jumper. Wow, he's really a jumper. No wonder I gave him the diamond armor. Now, where's that lead? Looks like it's gone. That's okay. We'll continue exploring the village. So this world was generated on, I believe, either 1.4 Minecraft or 1.6 after the release. And I intended for this world to be my single-player series, where I recorded most of my episodes. But it wound up not being that. I preferred playing on Minecraft multiplayer servers with other people. Now, these houses here, for the most part, weren't actually part of the village in the beginning. I accidentally broke that. They were actually added in by me. And we'll kind of take a look at the different stuff I added to the village, and what I've actually built all around here. I wonder... Oh, we actually do still have a couple of the original villagers. That's good to know. This place is it's just like how I left it. Ah, my house. Okay, so this is a house I built. Obviously, I would sleep in here, and I kept all of my stuff in here. Now, down here, if I can go down the ladder. So down here was something I built. In Minecraft, you used to be able to use what was called X-ray machines. I'm sure they still exist, but you used to be able to do it with glowstone because it was a glass block, and you wouldn't suffocate when it was pushed against you. I don't think it works anymore, so I'm not going to fool around with it too much. Now up here should be the stuff, I believe. Wow, I must have done quite a bit of exploring of dungeons to have that many saddles. And I connected it to this house here, which was kind of my extra storage room. This place it's really interesting. So another purpose of this series is I'm going to kind of go back and look through all the stuff I've built as well. And it's going to give me a lot of nostalgia. I wonder what's under here. Oh, oops. Hello. I'm sorry. I didn't mean to bother you. That's why that spot was marked with gravel. I forgot about that. Oh, I forgot about this too. So this here, I intended for this place to be a way for me to farm a bunch of drops from like zombies and stuff. You used to... Well, what happened was zombies would walk over here, and I built this when Tripwire was first added into the game. And they collect, I believe, down here. I don't think I made a collection system. Nope. They just kind of fall into the lava for now. I intended to make a collection system for them. That's pretty cool. I bet that still kind of works, too. So over here, I believe Yep, this was meant to be kind of like the ore display area, and I think I also built this blacksmith house. I don't think this was here either. Nothing there. Oh, what's down here? Oh, wow. This place looks amazing. Oh, it still works, too. Oh, that is cool. I would use that to kind of start the fire. This place is awesome. Wow. Some of these builds, they're going to give me a lot of inspiration for my current builds as well. This place is very interesting. Just to see what I started out with. Now this world, I did actually end the series saying I did have plans for it, and I still do. This world isn't finished yet, but as you can obviously tell, we are exploring it now, which is part of what I had intended. For every Minecraft world I've played on, I've made sure to try and get a save file of it. I think this was going to be a potion shop. So I also built this here, a witch's hut. This was, I don't know if it was when witches were, no, it must have been. It must have been when witches were added, I built this hut. And I was going to capture a witch and put it in there. And this here, this was meant to be kind of like a sawmill, and I don't think I finished it. Let's take a look at the inside. So I kind of finished the first floor here. What do I have in here? Oh, all the melons from the farm outside by the look of it. And down here, I don't think... Nope, I never finished it, but this was actually intended to be kind of like a tree farm. Now, unfortunately, with the way Minecraft was back in the early after-release days, they kept changing how redstone worked. And Minecraft automatic tree farms never really... They were never as compact as they used to be. Oh, home of Villager Green! I can't believe this is still here. So one thing I used to do when I played on this world is I would roleplay where the villagers knew where I lived, and I wanted to kind of infiltrate the village, so I went and made a character skin where I dressed up as a villager, but I had a green shirt. And I don't know if you know, but when Testificates were added to the game, there was a basic model that had kind of a green clothing. You can't get it in the basic game, but it was something I used. Now this is a perfect time to show this off now that it's raining. Obviously it's a balloon, but on the inside is a bit of redstone. So this here is what was called the weather machine. I don't think it still works anymore, but the flint here would light this on fire, and then when it rained it would put the fire out and it would activate the mechanism. And this was connected to, I believe, a dispenser, which should just be right over here. Yeah, a dispenser, which would drop cobblestone. And it's hard to see, but... Ah, you heard it? That click was for pistons, which would then pressure plates, which would then activate these pistons to retract. Because as it's nighttime, I wanted zombies to kind of walk toward the village and get caught in our collection system here. It's also hooked up to a daylight sensor, which would obviously do the same thing. But wow, this village... Oh, here it is too! So this was kind of like my hidden area. This was my way of sneaking out of the village when I was dressed up as Villager Green. So I think, if I remember correctly, there should be a hidden entrance inside my house somewhere. Go down here. I think... Did this switch power it? It should be right under my bed, if I remember correctly. No, nothing retracted. Maybe it doesn't work. Or maybe I never finished setting it up. I don't know. Let's see. Doesn't look like there's any hidden mechanisms. But yeah, so here's the tunnel over here. This was where I would sneak out dressed up as a Villager Green, right under my bed, as you can see. And I would sneak out of the village. I'd pretend I was mingling amongst them. It was fun. I like role-playing in Minecraft. Yeah, this world, it's really held up for quite a while. And I do intend to come back to it someday, but for now, all we're going to do is explore it. Now, I used to also be able to sneak back in over the fence, but that might not have been the spot. Anyway, back to talking about what this series is going to be about, since this is the first episode and a bit of the introduction to it. The episodes I plan to have run anywhere from 5 to 10 minutes. They'll be rather short, and I'll also probably title them as what the worlds were called. Now, you might think that's weird, but I did have a name for some of the worlds. Back when we had to make the save files for them, I did call them different things. This world was just kind of called my Let's Play world, because obviously it's where I intended to do a single-player Let's Play. And this village is definitely making me want to come back and finish it. But maybe one day I will. Just not right now. Well, I hope you guys enjoyed the first episode of my new series. I plan to explore many, many worlds. But until then, I'll see you all in the next world. Bye.